Gaming is just getting bigger and better with each passing year, and the sales numbers and expanding options for gaming reflect that. The truly remarkable thing about gaming in 2020 is the fact that the second fastest-selling game of all time launched earlier this year. The fastest-selling video games of all time broke records, unheard of by all the entertainment industry. Today we are going to see 10 of the fastest-sold video games ever. While there are many games on this list, for which more than one installment is mentioned, these games have been enjoyed by a large audience over the years and has generated some authentic and deafening buzz in their launch. Some most popular games have been able to surpass a whopping 1 billion units in sale. Here is looking at some of those awesome games. 1. GTA 5. Released on 17 September 2013 for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 consoles. The 15th title in the Grand Theft Auto series, GTA 5 was the first main entry since Grand Theft Auto 4 in 2008. Developed by Rockstar North and published by Rockstar Games, the critically acclaimed, extensively marketed, and widely anticipated, the game broke industry sales records and became the fastest-selling entertainment product in history, earning $800 million in its first day and $1 billion in its first 3 days. The figure smashes records previously held by the Call of Duty video game series and blockbuster movies, including The Avengers and Avatar. To get a sense, only GTA 5 sold 145 million copies, representing 42% of all franchise sales. The recent results of the game were such a success that it took Take-Two, the parent company, to a record fiscal year, reaching $37 billion in net revenues in the fiscal year ended in March 2021. Grand Theft Auto 5 has broken 6 new world records, including the highest revenue generated by an entertainment product in 24 hours and the fastest entertainment property to gross $1 billion. 2. Monster Hunter Rise. First released in March 2021, Monster Hunter Rise generated approximately 4 million global unit sales during its opening weekend. As of June 2021, global unit sales of Monster Hunter Rise amounted to 7.3 million shipments. The title, released for Nintendo Switch, is Capcom's latest entry in its best-selling Monster Hunter series, with the game also coming to PC in early 2022. Those sales are bound to receive a significant boost in the near future. 3. Halo 3. Halo is a shooter franchise for Microsoft's Xbox, Xbox 360 and Xbox One, Xbox Series X and Windows, PC. With development costs of over $100 million, it is one of the most expensive games ever made. The third installment of the franchise, Halo 3, was launched in the year 2007 and was the fastest-selling video game ever and held the record for biggest entertainment launch in history with $170 in sales within the first 24 hours and $300 million in 1 week. As of January 3, 2008, Halo 3 has sold 8.1 million copies and was the best-selling video game of 2007 in the US. To present day, it has sold over 14.5 million copies. In the US, Halo 3 sold 3.3 million copies in its first 12 days on sale, and an estimated 2.5 million in its first day. The game took more than 1.7 million copies in pre-order sales, Microsoft says, surpassing the previous record-setting pre-orders for Halo 2. 4. Grand Theft Auto 4. Grand Theft Auto is a controversial sandbox game series. It was the fourth best-selling game of 2008 in the United States, selling over 4.17 million copies. By March 31, 2020, the game had sold 13.32 million units worldwide, according to Nintendo. 6. Halo 2. Next up the line in the fastest-selling video games is Halo 2. The first official release of Halo 2 was in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the United States on November 9, 2004. Anticipation for the game was high. 3 weeks before this release, a record 1.5 million copies had already been pre-ordered. Massive lines formed at midnight releases of the game. The event garnered significant media attention. This was followed by releases on November 10, 2004 in France and other European countries, and November 11 in the UK. The game sold 2.4 million copies and earned up to $125 million in its first 24 hours on store shelves, thus outgrossing the film Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest as the highest-grossing release in entertainment history. The game sold 260,000 units in the United Kingdom in its first week, making it the third fastest-selling title of all time in the UK. 7. Madden NFL. Madden NFL is EA Sports' biggest franchise in the United States. The game has consistently been a bestseller and is often played by NFL players and celebrities. The series total is over 130 million as of August 2018. Madden NFL 2009 was released on August 12, 2008 and sold more than 2.3 million copies in its first month across all systems, 2.2 million in the USA, with Xbox 360 selling 1 million, PlayStation 3 selling 643,000, PlayStation 2 selling 424,500, Nintendo Wii selling 115,800. It has sold 1.87 million on the Xbox 360 as of January 1, 2009. In the third quarter of 2008, it was the best-selling video game worldwide with 2,994,000 sold units, 2,958,000 in the USA, 35,000 in the UK, and 1,000 in Japan. 8. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. It was the best-selling video game of 2004 when it was launched, and with over 27.5 million copies sold worldwide as of 2011. It is the best-selling PlayStation 2 game and one of best-selling video games of all time. Like its predecessors, San Andreas is cited as a landmark in video games for its far-reaching influence within the industry. It is available on 3 platforms, such as PS2/PC/Xbox. In fact, it is also the highest-selling game on the PS2. 9. Call of Duty 4. Before Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare was released, it was predicted to sell even more copies than the highly successful Halo 3. It had received as high reviews as Halo 3. It was launching on 3 systems as opposed to 1 for Halo 3, and demand for the game led to a wide range of retailers only having enough available to satisfy pre-orders. It fulfilled the prediction, and the Xbox 360 version became the best-selling video game in the United States from November 2007 to January 2008 according to the NPD Group. In the US, the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 versions sold 1.57 million and 444,000 units, respectively, in November 2007. 1.47 million units of the Xbox 360 version were sold in December 2007. The game sold 331,000 copies for the Xbox 360 and 140,000 copies for the PlayStation 3 in January 2008. The Xbox 360 version was the third best-selling video game of 2007 in the US, with 3.04 million units sold, behind Halo 3, which sold 4.82 million units, according to the NPD Group. As of January 2008, Call of Duty 4 has sold more than 7 million copies worldwide and was the best-selling game of 2007. 10. Call of Duty World at War. Published by Activision and developed by different studios, Call of Duty is one of the most popular franchises ever. Call of Duty World at War is similar to previous games in the franchise but features more mature content and allows players to complete objectives in multiple ways. Call of Duty World at War was the second best-selling game for November 2008 in the United States, selling over 1.41 million units. Tagged just behind Call of Duty 4 the series, it performed well overall, eventually reaching approximately 15 million units sold. It is available on PlayStation 3, Wii, and Xbox 360. So these are the top 10 video games to have sold a massive number of copies on release. Some of these games are available on multiple platforms, and that has only been seen as a factor for increasing sales. This was all in the video for now. Meet you in the next one. Bye.